So Sharon in our Facebook page has a question of I've been trying all weekend to turn an SVG into an embroidery design. It's just a line art drawing. I've done this before, but for some reason it's just not happening. Is there anyone who can please help me out by giving me the step-by-step guide? I generally use the auto route, not where you plot the steps, and I'm not near my PC right now. So what I did is I just saved the image and loaded it into Inkscape. I kind of reduced the size of it to fit on my page. And I'm going to go to my trace bitmap, brightness cutoff in the single scan. Let me lower the threshold a little bit. I'm going to lower that. I think it defaults at 450. I've been playing with it. I'm going to lower that to about 800, and I'm just going to hit apply. I'm going to go back to my layers and objects. I'm not going to delete the image. I'm just going to hide it. And this is your SVG. So one of her comments mentioned she wanted that about approximately 4x4. I'm going to just take the larger amount and reduce that to 4 inches with it locked on the aspect. And so this is a fill SVG. If you went to extensions, Inkstitch, and went to params, it would stitch out as a fill object, and that's not what you want. We need to convert this to a stroke. So if you go to extensions, Inkstitch, tool stroke, and go fill to stroke. I think this threshold for dead ends, the default was 10. I lowered that to a 1 and put my line width at 0.20 millimeters. We're going to keep the original and just hit apply, and we're going to let the computer think for a minute. Okay, and it's finished, so we're going to close that. This is the original. I'm just going to hide that one, and this is our new stroke path. You'll see the different strokes that it's pulling up. So now that we have it converted to a stroke, you can go to Inkstitch params, and it will stitch just like it is. However, there's going to be dozens of jump stitches, as you can see. So with this version of Inkscape, you can go to selecting your stroke path, go to extensions, Inkstitch, tool stroke, go to Redwork, and just hit apply. We're going to close it. Now, with it selected, we go back to params. We'll turn on the jumps to show the jumps. And you're going to see how many jumps it actually cut out. There's some that you can't get away with, where there's spaces in between your strokes. You see what I mean? But it significantly reduced the number of jumps in that design. And you can make minor adjustments to your stitch tolerance. If you reduce it, it'll make it a little more accurate in your corners and stuff. And you can adjust your running stitch. If you want it to be a bean stitch, you can make those adjustments there. I'm just going to hit apply and quit. And that's the easiest way to get it done. Thanks for watching.